it's Sunday. We're looking a little bit more nicer. Nevertheless, I wanted to shoot another video about a machine that's a little bit bigger in the portfolio, and in mainland China it's called the G1310. In EMEA area it's known as the H-1310 TEC, so semi-automatic one, bed moving, TEC, bed moving, billet saw. And I think in the States it's called the H-40 TEC, if I'm not wrong. So I'm going to take you a little bit around the saw. Very quickly, we made also some cutting tests this week. You see here the material already on the machine. But I'm going to take you a little bit more up close to the saw, how it looks like, to have a little bit more quick, let's say, feel with the machine. So, huge saw. You need to, when you want to cut 1 meter 30, so 1300 millimeters in the width, and 1 meter in the height, so 1000 millimeter in the height. Our camera needs to be a little bit far away because otherwise it cannot fit the picture. So we loaded up, if I'm not wrong, 700 millimeter, yes, 700 millimeter carbon steel. And our philosophy on cutting billets is a little bit different in mainland, and basically I like it. We are used to in Europe to have rollers, but basically they have just a bed. They put the billet on because the billet is so heavy it's not moving, and then they move the billet inside the machine. So it's not a gantry, but let's say a bed, a table moving method. We have, when you look in the complete construction, completely fully welded frame, 2 guides here, one movable one which is hydraulic. It's supported by 2 huge cylinders and 1 big column, a little bit up closer, 1 big column here, which is basically used. So if you see my hands, it's huge, and it needs to be. A little bit more up closer to the guides. It's hydraulically clamping. You see also huge roller as well, one in the front and one in the back. And on the right side it's the same, so one in the front, one in the back. The pressure on the back of the blade is basically done with rollers, and I can show you here a little bit better. So you can see here that it's done with rollers. A little bit more close, yeah. Of course, electrically driven chip brush, which you can move up and down on the blade. It's coolant to move it basically closer to the blade. So, and into the gullet of the cut. And then moving down, you see huge cast iron vices, one in the back and one in the front. So you basically move the table and you move the material inside. So the material is now on the back. So this is the blade cut. We have a laser also. This is a standard feature on this saw. So the laser is basically showing the cutting line approximately, more or less, to show the customer where the cut is going to land. It's not a precision device. So I'm going to walk you a little bit more to here. So you look inside, basically we have a chip conveyor. Gun is moving this way, and the chip conveyor basically collects the chips. It's a spiral one, hydraulically driven. And what we are doing here, we are doing some tests with the EHA model. So from these models on, the EHA model is going to be standard. So the EHA model is now open because we are doing tests. But basically, yeah, this is going to be the standard feature on this saw. I think we decided to have it up from the size of 700 millimeter and up. Standard EHA is on. The bed moving, so this table is basically sliding over 2 guides up and down, and here is basically a cylinder that is completely covering and then pushing the table in and out. So this billet moves on the table in and out. Of course, no fencing. This is for mainland China. The rules are a little bit different. I'm going to take you on the other side to check the hydraulic unit. A quick one. This is the gearbox. So with a huge motor on it. If I'm not wrong, it's 21 kilowatts. I cannot check it. Don't have the documentation in my head, all of things, but it's very important. Because of EHA, we have a height sensor reading over here. So this sensor reads the height, and basically here also we control then with an accuracy of 0.01 millimeters accurate the up and the down feed of the saw. So the sleeve around the huge column, and on the other side you see there the cylinder that supports together with that column the frame. Going to take you around on the other side where the hydraulic unit is. It comes standard with a remote control, and over here you see basically the hydraulic unit, which is covered by a nice box where you see also here with the manometers the general pressure of the first vise and the pressure of the second vise. To the control panel. So if you look at the control panel, separate control panel box, semi-automatic saw, but still, because of the technology that is inside, we decided to have an HMI on it. You see it on big billet saws more and more, that you need sort of a better control in order to make a cut. You see in all competitors, of course we also decided to do that already for a very, very long time. So it's standard. And it's what you're used to. So combination of buttons with an HMI. What is the advantage of EHA? We really can control and feel what the cut is doing and how deep and how fast we can cut. And basically that makes the machine complete. So this is our big advantage.